Hey guys, welcome back. The other day I asked you guys if you wanted to see a comprehensive video covering the lore behind all of the Spartan armors in Halo Reach, and the vote was an overwhelming yes by about 15,000 votes, so
here we go!
This is going to be a long one, so if you do find yourself enjoying at any point, then please don't hesitate to leave a like, and also if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, and also, maybe if you really enjoy the video, consider becoming a member. Right, because we've got so much to cover, we're going to waste no time and jump right into the good stuff, and yes, I am aware that by saying that we're going to waste no time, I am, in fact, wasting time. So, let's start off strong with Mr. Hyper Lethal Vector himself's armor, Mark 5B. Mark 5B saw pretty low usage during the Human Covenant War, with the only known users of it being Fred 104 of Blue Team and, of course, Noble 6. It was designed and produced by private contractors hired by the UNSC, and was the first mainline Mjolnir armor to incorporate the now iconic energy shielding. Despite what Halo Wars might make you believe, Mark 4 did not have energy shields. Special Warfare Group 3, led by Colonel Holland and commanding Noble Team, was the only known army group to issue the armor. The Mark 5B helmet comes with two optional upgrades. The first, an up-armored variant of the base helmet, and the second, an up-armored variant complete with a hardened uplink module, used to gather military intelligence on sensitive operations. The Cqc Armor was the first Mjolnir variant designed to enhance a Spartan's effectiveness in close quarters combat, designed primarily for boarding actions and urban combat. As such, it has heavy ballistics protections, high field of view, and the helmet is almost open source, allowing for custom attachments to be added or removed to adapt to an ever-changing mission scenario. It was developed by Beweglitch Kitestrungsysteme and was tested in Germany and Korea, before being put into service for the Mark IV platform in 2548 and upgraded to fit the Mark V platform in 2551. Two of the most common helmet attachments for the Cqc platform are the C-burn pipes, which stands for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear, which enables operation in these hazardous zones, and also an up-armored uplink module combo, which is identical in its use case as the Mark 5Bs. The shoulder pieces are designed to allow for maximum mobility, but at the same time, maximum protection in Cqc environments. ODST is one of the most iconic armors in the history of the UNSC, and as such became compatible with Mjolnir systems. When it was ported to Mjolnir, the helmet gained the ability to integrate with the user's neural interface, making its HUD much more useful. Developed by Miseria Armory on Mars, the helmet comes with motion sensors and thermal imaging, and like other helmets on the Mark V platform, can be customized. An up-armored command network module can be added, granting higher defenses and connectivity, and C-burn respiration pipes can be added in conjunction with an uplink module for sensitive operations in hazardous zones. The shoulders are designed specifically to keep a low profile, hence why they conform quite well with the body shape, and the chest piece, comprised of strong Kevlar, contains an inner heating to both keep the user a decent temperature and remain undetected on thermal imaging, and the outer layer is entirely heat resistant, so the user isn't cooked alive in his armor when dropping feet first into hell. When it comes to armor built to excel in hazardous zones, nothing outshines Hazop. Developed by Materials Group, a division of ONI, the armor is designed specifically for use in chemically, biologically, radiologically, and nuclear-compromised areas. Although the base helmet does come without it, C-burn respiration pipes can be added alongside an external uplink, or alternatively, an upgraded command network module, fit for more extreme environments. All it appears the shoulder pieces do is simply facilitate operations in hazardous zones. The EOD, or Explosives Ordnance Disposal Helmet, is designed by the Damascus testing facility on Kai Seti 4, with only one goal in mind: preventing decapitation. It's rumoured that the death of Samo 34 early on in the war sparked the creation of EOD. Sam died thanks to the plasma from a Jackal's plasma pistol breaking the vacuum on his suit, and EOD is designed specifically to counter any form of explosive damage like this. The helmet is crafted such that the pressure released from an explosion is channeled around the head, as opposed to hitting it head-on, if you'll pardon the pun. The helmet is typically issued to Spartans working deep behind enemy lines, and to aid these operations can be customized with either a command network module or extra armor plating and an uplink module to gather intel. The Operator Armor is designed for use by Spartans within ONI's Beta 5 asymmetrical action group, comprised of operators who conduct warfare in a more unconventional manner. Developed by Calib's Defense Solutions on Meridian, Operator comes as standard with a B5D-O optic suite. However, this can be replaced by either reinforced armor and an uplink module, or complemented with a side-mounted command network module. The shoulders are up-armored and low-profile, perfect for unconventional warfare. Created in 2535 by Materials Group, Grenadier was inspired by the first Mark IV helmet prototypes and was initially developed for the Mark IV platform, but was eventually ported over to Mark V. Not only was it the testing bed for the now common energy shielding system, but it was also the basis for all subsequent armor development programs. Grenadier took the core elements of the prototype Mark IV and upgraded them to withstand violent concussive forces, and as such, the pieces in the armor set are relatively bulky. The helmet can be merely up-armored, or instead can be up-armored with the added bonus of uplink and command network modules. Giorgio 52 opted for the latter. The shoulder pieces, as we've already covered, are incredibly bulky, categorized as blast guard pauldrons, and the knee guards cover the entirety of the knee for the utmost joint protection. Aerozola, as the name implies, is developed specifically for airborne operations and was intended as an improvement to the ODST helmet. Developed and tested by Cqc Armor on Reach, it was initially designed for the Mark IV, where it quickly became the standard issue helmet of any army airborne units, and was eventually ported to Mark V, where it found a home in the hands of Cat B320. The helmet can be up-armored and have either a standard command network module attached or a CNM with integrated hardened uplink, the latter supposedly being favoured by Pathfinder units. The Scout variant was developed secretly by Materials Group in parallel with the Recon armor, with the intention of creating Mjolnir armor with stealth capabilities and no impact on endurance, but the two eventually split off into their own respective Mjolnir variants. Scout relies heavily on advanced materials to ensure its stealthiness, and was tested by Oni Beta 5 in Perth. As you'd expect, the helmet is often used on infiltration and reconnaissance missions, and is particularly favoured by skilled snipers, June A266 being a perfect example. To complement the latter, an uplink module and remote sensor package can be added to aid in sniping, and to complement the former, C-burn pipes and a CNM can be attached. As the name implies, EVA, or extravehicular activity, is armor designed for use in zero-gravity scenarios. It was inspired by and created using data from the Summer Deep Space Incident, of which little is known, and its design can be traced all the way back to the 60s. Developed by Materials Group, EVA is known for its reliability, ergonomics, and modularity, and as such, the shoulders, although large and armoured, are relatively unrestrictive, and the helmet can facilitate various upgrades. A command network module can be attached, or alternatively, an up-armoured hull can be applied over the visor with a third-generation uplink module. However, some Spartans have gotten more creative when customizing EVA. Emil A239 of Noble Team custom etched a skull on the face of the visor, what he called Death's Head, done with his own kukri. Now, although Oni don't condone defacing UNSC property like this, the psychological intimidation factor that it brings to the helmet is undeniable. JFO, designed by Beweglitch Kitestrungsysteme in Germany, improves artillery request communication and coordination for Spartans serving in the Army, the Navy, or the Marine Corps, and as such is typically used on reconnaissance and infiltration missions, and also artillery targeting scenarios that require a Spartan be behind enemy lines. The helmet can be outfit with either an improved version of the standard uplink module, or can be instead up-armored. The shoulders, although relatively small, do still offer decent armor. Originally designed by collaboration between Calib's Defense Solutions and Oni Special Warfare Group in Korea, Commando Helmet is designed to have as high a base tactical awareness as possible without the need for attachments. Originally made for the Mark IV platform, it was ported to Mark V later in the war thanks to its resounding success. Due to the helmet's high-tier tactical hardware and software, as the name implies, it is typically used by Spartan commandos leading fire teams, such as Carter A259. However, the helmet can still be upgraded. C-burn pipes can be added, or instead, it can be up-armored and its connectivity can be boosted by adding a third-generation uplink module. The Commando shoulders offer extreme protection, but at the cost of mobility. Simply put, Mark V is iconic and then some. Designed by Dr. Halsey herself as an almost across-the-board upgrade of Mark IV, it retains what made the previous armor so great, while also gaining some game-changing additions. energy shields, AI integration into the user's neural interface, vastly improved HUD, and more. Although its most recognizable user was of course Chief, it was used by a plethora of other Spartan 2s and also likely Spartan 3s as well. The helmet can be upgraded with a command network module or can be instead up-armored with extra plating, both enhancing its abilities, but retaining that all too familiar silhouette. Although the shoulders are pretty simple in shape and design, they're incredibly effective. They provide enough armor while also not affecting the mobility of the user in any way. One of the many offshoots of the EVA armor, Pilot also took inspiration from SPI, Mjolnir's predecessor, and is used primarily by Air Force pilots, believe it or not. These similarities are no coincidence. The design was born from a collaboration between Calib's Defense Solutions, who designed EVA, and Materials Group, who both designed the helmet for engagements in atmospheric and exo-atmospheric conditions. As such, it comes complete with high field of view and an aerospace-oriented tactical software suite incorporated directly into its HUD. Externally, the helmet can be upgraded with a 3rd generation hardened uplink module and can be up-armored with extra plating. However, there is one more known customization of the Pilot helmet: Haunted. Now, although the canon status of this isn't confirmed, I like to think that, similar to Emil's skull, it is an option for Spartans who want to incite maximum psychological distress in their enemies. 343, please make that canon. As noted earlier, Recon was born during the development of the Scout-class Mjolnir as an offshoot of it. Where Scout granted the user stealth capabilities using advanced materials, Recon instead grants stealth by reducing the user's infrared signature, radiation emission, and by having as few reflective surfaces as possible. The shoulders are in keeping with Recon's design philosophy. They're small, ensuring a tight silhouette and low profile at all times without sacrificing survivability. The helmet can be upgraded with either a regular external uplink module or can be up-armored and upgraded with a more advanced 3rd generation module. Chief's standard issue Mark 6 helmet is actually a prototype in Reach. The upgrades that it has are honestly entirely unknown. Although it's not confirmed, there is a chance that this Mjolnir could in fact be Mjolnir Black, a standalone prototype of Mark 6 that was used by Black Team in the summer of 2552. Now, given this time frame, it fits the Battle of Reach, but it's still just a theory and it's not confirmed. This mysterious prototype helmet can be outfitted with various additions that were never seen in the final version. A command network module and 3rd generation uplink module can be attached to either side of the helmet, or alternatively, it can be up-armored while retaining the 3rd gen uplink. My preferred helmet, and hands down one of my favourite of all time, is the Gungan Air Helmet, a uniquely designed piece of armour. It forgoes the typical Mjolnir visor and instead opts for a blast visor, providing unparalleled facial protection. The user sees through a small camera, besides which is the Norse symbol for Gunganir, the Spear of Odin. The helmet is also unique in that it comes fitted with a Word 3 synchronized optimization system, which allows seamless connection between the helmet and a Spartan Laser. As such, it's no coincidence that it was developed alongside the M6 Spartan Laser, as a part of the Gungan Air program, an offshoot of Mjolnir designed for use specifically with the laser. This uniquely iconic helmet can be improved through either the addition of an uplink module and remote sensor package, which is typically favoured by snipers, and seaburn respiration pipes for use in hazardous zones. As a part of Project Gungan Air, supplementary compact yet also strong shoulder pauldrons and knee guards were also designed. Developed by Mizrahi Armories on Mars in 2528 and inspired by an element of Halo's brother universe, security was originally adapted from one of Mizrahi's infiltration prevention suits, hence the name. Therefore, it sports quite a beefy look with extremely large shoulder pieces and a round yet chunky helmet, able to be up-armored and simultaneously upgraded with an external uplink module or instead optimized with a command network module and seaburn pipes for activity in hazardous environments. As the name implies, the military police helmet was designed for use by the UNSC military police. It's essentially a fully enclosed version of the Army and Marine Corps soldier helmet and became the primary helmet for only Beta 5 security. It can be enhanced with either a seaburn uplink module and remote sensor package, or instead, an uplink module, command network module, and remote sensor package. Not to be confused with Cqc, the Cqb Armor is developed by Bavaria Glitch Kite Strung Systema, but overall offers superior traits. It prioritizes survivability in close quarters through alternate methods of the dispersal of kinetic energy generated in combat. Cqb and Cqc were designed alongside each other and tested in Germany and Korea, and later Cqb would be launched as a successor to Cqc for the Mark V platform, and then of course later ported to Mark VI. The helmet is built to give its user a high field of view, which is perfect for close quarters, and can also be upgraded with either of the following: an uplink module, remote sensor and command network package, or an uplink module and up-armored plating. And to conclude this section on helmets, an enigma. GRD. Although never released into the wild, 343 plan to release this new helmet with the anniversary map pack. After being spotted in a Bungie employee's armory, this helmet garnered somewhat of a cult following, but aside from its inclusion in doll form, it's never been seen again. We can only hope that it once again makes an appearance when MCC and Reach come to PC. The FJ Paraclass Mjolnir retains a low profile and maximum maneuverability for its user. Standing for Full Schmajäger/Paratrooper, these shoulder pads and knee guards are designed for use by airborne units, hence their good coverage and low weight. UA, or Up Armored, is the designation for any supplemental armor piece designed primarily to increase protection. These come in the form of helmet attachments, as we've already covered, shoulder pieces, chest plates, wrist armor, and utilities. The shoulder pieces have varying levels of protection, ranging from light in the case of base security to heavy in the case of the aptly named multi-threat pauldrons. The chest pieces include Counter Assault, which features additional abdomen plating, ODST, as we've already covered, Base Security, which is designed with more armor and even more explosives, and Multi-Threat, featuring Counter Assault stomach plating with an added explosives belt. The wrist pieces are the Buckler, which offers improved wrist protection, and also the Bracer, which offers improved wrist and forearm protection. And finally, the up-armored leg utilities include the NXRA, which offers additional reactive yet non-explosive armor, and the Chobum, ceramic composite armor, used to reinforce most modern main battle tanks. The jump jet shoulders are, as you can imagine, designed for pilots or jetpack users. As such, they sport a small aerodynamic look, offering minimal armor. As the name implies, the sniper shoulders are designed for Spartan snipers. Offering next to no protection, they allow the user to carry an extra 6 14.5 by 144mm high-velocity armor-piercing rounds, 3 on either shoulder. Useful for quick reloads and long missions with lots of targets. HP, or Hardpoint Armor, is a group of 3 chestplate variations designed for paratroopers on parachute or parafoil operations. The Hardpoint Halo chest offers increased upper torso armor placed specifically to support high altitude, low opening parachutes and foils. The parafoil chest, as the name implies, is designed specifically for use of parafoils, hence the knife and the straps. This chest variation can also be used by Spartans with a prosthetic limb. The Tactical Class Mjolnir gear is designed for operators on long stay behind enemy lines missions. As such, the chest plates, wrist attachments, and utilities in this class offer the necessary support needed when resupply packages aren't an option. The chest pieces all offer similar things. The Tactical LRP gives the user 3 torso-mounted mag pouches. The Tactical Recon adds 6 storage pouches of various sizes on the torso, and the Tactical Patrol adds a small backpack and a concealing ghillie hood. The wrist utilities both offer different tactical advantages. The TacPad contains the MC5 individual data net terminal used for storing tactical data, and the UGPS offers a universal GPS system that works anytime, anywhere. The thigh utilities have one goal: increased survivability. The soft case provides the operator with even more storage space, and the trauma kit contains a personal first aid kit for if things happen to get messy. When it comes to maximum armor, the collar chest pieces excel like no other. The collar grenadier chest was a prototype for early energy shield testing, hence the drum locked in the chest. Breacher provides a more compact design, but still with added offensive and defensive capabilities in the form of a face shield and spare shells, and can also be worn by those with prosthetic limbs. And the up-armored grenadier plate does just as the name implies. It takes the prototype grenadier body and up-armors it with a large neck and head protector in the shape of a collar. Combine this with the EOD helmet and your head is going nowhere. And finally, we have the Assault Mjolnir accessories. Within this class, the chest pieces offer various webbing configurations, fairly reminiscent of modern tac vests. The Assault Sapper adds 2 straps, each loaded with 4 grenades, and there are 2 more situated below the torso, and it's complete with a belt holding a further 8. This chest variation also supports those with prosthetic limbs, which is quite ironic considering its collective explosive yield. The Assault Commando chest offers everything a commando would need in the field: extra storage, a radio, and, of course, a tactical waist bag. And finally, consistent with the Sapper chest variants, the Assault Breacher wrist attachment holds a bandolier of 6 extra 8-gauge shotgun shells because, let's be honest, there's no such thing as too many shotgun shells. And so, that's it. The lore behind every single piece of Halo Reach Spartan Armor. Honestly, if you're still watching this far in, thank you so much. If you did enjoy, then please do not hesitate to leave a like and also subscribe if you're new. This video genuinely took, like, well over 20 hours to make, so honestly, like, any support down below is greatly appreciated. I want to give a huge thank you to Van Helsing GG and Delta Halo Control Room Core, because without those two, this video would not have been even remotely possible. Also, massive thank you to Joseph Givens for the $100 pledge on Patreon. My dude, I don't even have a $100 tier, so thank you so much. You're an iconic one and then some. And of course, a huge thank you to all of my other patrons as well. So thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I really hope that you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one.